Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the interruption.
You're now tuned into the Humbly Arrogant podcast. I'm the antagonist himself, Roc B. Wildin'.
And I'm the rebel, RHOME. We around.
And we back. Now, we always get this wrong. By the time this comes out, this will be episode 20. Yes. I even wrote it down this time. Episode 20. And before we get into the episode, I would like to welcome our guest for today, man. We're going to start ladies first, you know what I'm saying?
Let's do that.
Black women always first.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, my name is Sis Summer. Find me on Instagram, sis@sis.summer. I'm also a designer, so follow my brand page, The True Brand on Instagram. Shop True Brand on Instagram. Yeah.
And for everybody, we'll be putting this in the comments. Go ahead, my brother.
Righteous. Sugar Hill, what up? It's King Strong. You can find me on Instagram, King_Strong. That's 2 eyes in the King. We here.
You gotta tell them what you do, my brother.
I'm a rapper.
Oh,
you know me. I'm
go.
a rapper and I'm a vibe. But I'm a rapper first.
I like that.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
I like
What's
that.
a vibe?
Like a freestyle.
Well, how would you describe yourself as a vibe?
If I'm there, it's lit.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Real Harlem
Straight to the
shit.
point.
Talking shit, man.
Straight like that.
Harlem in the building.
You know that.
Brooklyn in the building. Bronx in the building. Shout out to everybody in all 5 boroughs. Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. This is a fire drive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all thing.
I haven't been here in a while, so I forgot.
Oh, you been here before?
Sis Summer is on she's a recurring guest on a podcast by the name of Spill Tea. Shout out to my sisters at the Spill Tea podcast.
Shout out
Big
to
up.
Spill Tea
Yeah,
podcast.
shout out to the sisters.
Shout out Keiki. Shout out Shay.
Shout out
Big
Shay.
up, big up.
Valerin.
Right. And so how everybody doing today, bro?
Just making it, boy.
Just making it, bro.
Yeah, man. It was a long night.
Yo, I actually am great, man. I think when I got my hair cut, like, you know, every time I go to the barbershop, I feel like I got a whole new energy. I shaved the beard down. I feel great,
Your
man.
boy
I feel
looking good.
I feel like getting back to my old self, bro. And I was actually struggling with the dichotomy of me a lot of times, right? Because
So is this your...
what? Nah, it's not a vent. It's not a
Okay.
vent. It's not a vent. I'm not venting on my vent either.
Sound
But
like you
I
about
was
to
just
get
saying,
into
like,
some
yo,
shit.
like normally I struggle with me from time to time, but yo, I really looked at, because people always tell me I need to clean up my image. I need to say things a certain way. And then I realized, like, these are people who did not make it. People who are not relevant. People who are not just like,
We never remember the people that play it safe. We
Yo,
always
talk
remember
about
the
it.
crazy motherfucker.
I was saying that same shit, yo, and I was thinking about like sports, right? Like LeBron, even Drake, 2 of the most popular and iconic figures in entertainment altogether today, right? And people find a way to hate on them still. Like, people still find a way to hate on them. So it's like, yo,
You also got to remember, they played villain too before at least once in their career.
Drake?
Absolutely. Drake. When Drake was beating up on Meek Mills, he wasn't a villain?
Meek was the villain, bro.
Meek was not the villain, bro.
You're a Meek fan. I can't do this.
That's a fact, bro.
Meek was the villain, bro.
Drake was never a villain, is what you're saying.
So when Meek
When he
did
was
the
beating
Twitter
up on
fingers,
Tiger, he wasn't a villain either?
he was beating him up?
Yo, boy, Tiger can't fuck with Drake. Come on.
A lot of niggas can't fuck with Drake, but you don't say shit about him?
Drake was a villain at one point. Let's not.
Bro,
I looked at him as a villain.
thank you.
I'm a Meek fan though, but
I'm
I'll
a
never.
Meek fan.
I don't know. I
Sorry.
never looked at him.
When he did the Twitter fingers, anyway, I was thinking about niggas like Skip Bayless, right? They paid this nigga $25 million for 4 years to hate on LeBron 5 days a week.
Dick eater.
Oh, I saw your post. About
Son, the woman who runs the Shade Room is hated
Yo.
by every celebrity in the culture. She's worth $30 million. My point is, we have to get over this narrative that we have to be liked. Like, if you don't like me, let me just open up the show with, suck my dick. Suck my dick straight like that.
That's
straight like that. And yeah, so I'm in great spirits. I'm ready for war with all you niggas. And I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't really fuck with y'all niggas, bro. Like, I don't. Like, I am who I am, and let's talk about it.
And there's no fair ones. That's my man.
Nah, we ain't talking.
Yeah.
We ain't talking like that.
My fault.
Okay, so
We're not talking like that, bro.
as we usually start the show off with, we like to call it a event of the week, or even better, beginner's therapy. We go around the room, just say one thing that was, on our mind, maybe this week or past couple weeks or whatever. I would like to start.
Okay. Make sure you think of something, man. I know you got something.
For me, I love women, right?
Righteous.
Came from a woman, right? Got my name from a woman, right? Like Tupac said. But even not having a father figure at home or not having my older brothers at home when I grew up, I still learned how to think for myself as a man. And I say that to say, all these dudes that feel like you have to agree with women for women to like you, like, y'all more weird than weird. Like, it's just a certain level of weird. Like, I'm weird. I'm different. I like different shit. But y'all weird in the sense of, like, you don't have to be a woman for women to like you, bro. Like, they like men.
Respectfully.
So cut that shit out. Like, really cut that shit out. Like, really cut it out. Like,
when you say that, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, for cisgendered men that identify as men, but everything a woman says, they agree with them. And they feel like I gotta agree with the women's opinion because it's a woman. Yeah, like, so you could try to get closer to them. Like,
the kind of guys that women say, "What up, sis?" Those kind of niggas.
Or he's adorable.
What up, sis?
Or he's adorable.
If she could call you sis, bro,
spin off.
You're not a man, bro. I don't know.
I can't recall one man I call sis.
We know a lot of them. Respectfully.
You're not that disrespectful, are you?
Unless he's sis.
Yeah. Nah, I know some disrespectful.
When you try to friend zone a nigga, you never call them sis? Like on some like playful, like
we not
like
we no.
Never? Like what up, sis?
Nah, sis.
But I mean y'all say it on a term of endearment.
Nah, sis.
I think anytime a woman calls a nigga sis, she's either trying to disrespect him or she trying to make a joke. Either way, I'm not jacking it. I'm not.
I never heard this one before.
Yeah.
This must be some New York shit.
Chill, sis, again.
You are from New York.
I'm from New York, but I mean, I've lived in Virginia for 5 years. I've lived in California, so sometimes I come back here, I hear the lingo, I'll be like, oh, that's new. Okay.
Yeah, they be talking that gangster shit.
Who else would like to go?
You got me. Go ahead.
Let me see. All right, so Pete. I'm very in tune with me, and I'm in tune with my energy. I make it a point to know when too much is too much, my limits on anything, and that includes people, because for a long time I took on a lot of other people's shit and holding that as my own. So now I'm like, yeah, nah, maybe that's not for me, right? So I feel like with all this shit going on right now, everybody's always trying to argue. And for me, I'm not big on arguing. I don't like raising my voice. I don't like getting out of character. So if I feel like we can have a conversation and we can have a conversation where we learning from each other, I'm jacking that. But if I know at the beginning of the conversation that we can't do this, you just want to argue, I'm not getting into it with you. And I feel like now, like with this Tory Lanez and Meg shit, right? Just to slightly get into it, I have a way that I'm carrying myself about it. I'm not listening to the nigga music. I'm not jacking it. And of course, we don't know everything that happened. None of us was there. But I feel like that's just something that nobody's gonna be able to convince me off of. Like, you can't, niggas come to, yo, the shit is fire. That's cool. I'm not listening to it. Yo, but he said, all right, that's all right. I'm not listening to it. Why you not listening to it? You gotta, yo, boy, we good. I'm not listening to it. What do we, you know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing else to talk about. Niggas talk about LeBron. LeBron is my GOAT, bro. And I don't argue that with nobody. I don't give a fuck. There's no point in arguing, because I know niggas who fuck with Jordan more, they ready to argue all day and all night. Me? Nah, I'm good. I'm
They
good.
trying to argue with you on social media?
Nah, I don't even play the social media argument. That shit is like, it's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't read comments, none of that shit, cause it's fake shit. I'm talking about having conversations with real people. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, stop arguing with motherfuckers who just there for the sake of arguing. You know what I'm saying? Know your role, know what position you taking, and that's it. Respectfully, I'm not gonna be disrespected. I'm not gonna disrespect you. We can keep it like that, but I can't be convinced on the things that I stand strong on. That's just that.
So why you not listening to it?
What, Tory's album? Cause
Wait, we get into that later. We gonna get into that later. Would you like to go?
Yeah, my vent is these fucking masks and COVID. Yeah, I'm not jacking none of it. I'm gonna have to move somewhere if this is gonna be the new norm and everybody's gonna sit down and take it.
Where you gonna go?
Word,
I'm gonna go.
it's
Maybe.
everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, COVID is everywhere, but not the response that, especially New York, is giving. Like, it's a lot of fear mongering. It's a lot of like, oh, like, you gotta do this or else you're gonna die from COVID, when the mortality rate is like a little over 1%. So it's just like
People ODing. You think
I
they
feel
ODing?
like it. I feel like, yeah. I feel like it's you overdoing. Like, I feel like this is, y'all hear the conspiracies, quote unquote, but I feel like this is way more than what's being led on. I feel like you got Elon Musk trying to populate Mars. People don't know about that. People not talking about that because we're talking about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. You got Bill Gates just got signed off to release 1 million GMO mosquitoes in Florida. So in the South region. Google it. I'm serious. Y'all think it's a joke?
Genetically modified mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes, yes. Genetically modifying 1 million. He just got clearance from whoever the fuck you gotta get clearance from.
They biting niggas?
Yeah, what mosquitoes do? They gonna bite your ass.
Saying, what they giving niggas though?
Wait, you said in Florida?
In Florida.
At least it's Florida.
But it's
Florida niggas. I can't vouch for y'all.
It's the South. The mosquitoes not gonna just stay in Florida.
I didn't know they migrate.
They gonna
They fly to the north. I didn't know.
I don't think they'll fly. I don't know what's gonna happen
west.
with the mosquitoes, but I'm sure they're not just gonna stay specifically in Florida.
Maybe they local mosquitoes.
If you have somebody like me who likes to travel, and I go to Florida and I come back and I sit next to you, I mean, and the mosquito bite me, and who knows what the fuck they got?
Them shits get in the airport. I'm sorry.
I'm serious.
I'm sorry. Like,
So
I am someone in the airport.
My vent is right that COVID is not all that it's hyped up to be. I feel like I already had it. I feel like a bunch of us already had it.
It's a fact.
And you had it because when you had a cold or if you had the flu, you know how you felt, your body felt that feeling already. So when COVID hit you, it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why am I?
That's a fact. That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yep.
Like, because that's how I was feeling for like 2 weeks. I couldn't even go to work. And I was working with kids. Like, so I'm sure that shit just went around the whole high school just willy-nilly,
Unchecked. Yeah, that's a fact.
Word, it's
disrespectful.
It's hard enough living in fear being black.
Yeah, right.
I
Now we gotta worry about
this shit.
COVID.
Coronavirus to it. Then you gotta wear a mask. You can't fucking breathe. I can't breathe for real. George Floyd alive. Okay,
Right.
This is me for real. I can't. I don't like it. So yeah, that's my vent. I ain't gonna do too much.
All right, I guess is my goal. So mine's is not much of a vent as much as it is a reflection on life. I'm always open about me and my mother's relationship, or like I'm open about everything. I hate to get like a little emotional right here or whatever.
So,
but I want to give a shout out to my mother actually. So my mother, she came up to me and she was like, I saved $50,000 cash. My mother just recently retired, and she saved $50,000 cash, it was a point in our life where we were super poor. Growing up in Harlem, like in the 90s, the poorest of the fucking poor.
Shit
Like
was
we,
different.
son, I was eating hot dogs and pork and beans 4 out of 5 nights.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Love
like,
that shit,
Yo,
boy.
see? And I eat that
Shitting
shit
me?
to this day. Niggas be like, yo,
I
whatever.
don't fuck with the pork and beans no more, but the
Yeah. Bro. We use the Bush's baked beans.
Yeah, you know,
Well, facts, respectfully. But so my mom's, she came up to me and she told me, I saved $50,000. I was like, but the way she did it, she kind of threw it in my face, which I deserve, right? So when I was like 8 years old,
When you say, I'm sorry, when you say throw it in your face, what you mean?
I'm about to explain right now.
Okay.
You about to get into that shit.
When I was 8 years old, there was a critical point in our life, right? My mom had just moved back from Cali. She had lost her job. She quit her job. She couldn't take it being away from me. I was in the house. A lot of people don't know. I was in the house like by myself, like 8 years old, 10 in Harlem. But I was like, my mom's friends used to check on me or whatever. But life could have really went left if I went outside. But so my mom's she moved back, and I remember she saved a bunch of money, and it was like back to normal, back to being poor again. And it was a point she was down to her last $20. And as a kid, I was old enough to understand, like, yo, we fucking poor. No matter what, you grow up fast in New York. You know what the fuck is
you know
going
what's
on.
happening.
And I was like, I remember she was down to her last $20, and she bought a pack of cigarettes. And cigarettes back then probably was like $7, $8 or some shit like that. And I spazzed. I was like, yo, you down to your last $20 and you're gonna buy a pack of cigarettes, something that could kill you. Like when we can go get, I always hated when she smoked cigarettes. When we could just go get, like, we get food and we at least make sure we fed.
How you was 8?
I was 8.
You was 8 when you said this?
I was 8. If I was anywhere between 8 and 10, but
Okay.
I think I was.
I think you was a little more on the 10 side.
All right, maybe it was between. Yeah, let's go with 10 for
Okay.
the purpose of this stuff.
I think it's very
I grew up
possible.
fast in Harlem, bro.
Yeah, but
I noticed a lot of shit at 8 years old, man. I don't know if those was his exact words, but I could see a kid saying some wild shit like,
My niece,
You bought
3, she be
cigarettes?
saying some crazy
Right,
shit.
Yeah.
we remember we the first generation of new kids that was growing up fast.
And
Now
we-
these kids grow up super fast.
we was in the crib by ourselves, too.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I was a latchkey kid, right? That's what it
okay,
was.
okay, all right.
So anyway, so my mom's, I was like, yo, you could have, and then she was like, mind your business, da da da, and I spazzed. I was like, yo, you rather do this and make sure we fed and whatnot, and then I said to her, I was like, yo, I'm gonna dedicate my life to make sure I'm never a loser like you. I said that to her.
Might have been on 10
I remember that like it was
Might
yesterday.
have been on 10 side. Might have been a little older than 8.
I remember I said that to her, and I meant that from the bottom of my heart. And I remember the look in her face. I crushed her.
We all have to take a drink.
And for my life, why I am how I am today, as far as money management, getting my life together, all derived from that one moment when I saw her do that. That's why I always make sure I have my shit together, always got money, always hustling. I never not had a job since I got my first job. So when I told my mom that, she came to me after she saved her $50,000. And she came to me and she was like, yeah, I saved 50 grand. I came a long way from back in the day when you called me out. And she deserved to do that.
That was some humbly arrogant shit she did.
She deserved to do that. I respected her. I respected her for doing that. Like, yeah, brag about that shit. Throw that shit in my face. You proved me wrong. I respected that. Because it's either you can rise to the pressure or you can fold. And I had to think about our relationship. We had that relationship where even as a kid, I challenged her and she challenged me, and it was all about rising to the occasion. So this is not to say nothing. I just wanted to give her a shout out and really speak to the fact that it's okay to challenge people. A lot of people might fold, but without the challenge, how will we ever overcome adversity? So shout out to my mom. I'm proud of you.
Big up.
And yeah, big up.
That was righteous. Can we get applause in this motherfucker? Shit.
Yeah, she deserved to throw that shit in my face, bro. And I was like, yeah, talk your shit. Like me in the inside. I was taking it, but it's like, yeah, talk your shit. Like, I like that shit. Yeah, I like that shit, man.
That was righteous,
yeah,
bro.
but and that's that for the beginner's therapy.
Righteous.
All right, so time to get on to so what you want to do first? You want to do the meme of the week, or
you got a meme? Good.
So we're gonna move on to the meme of the week, and the meme of the week is surf the internet for things that might interest us, and we formulate a conversation off it, right? So I saw this one, right? I thought this was particularly hilarious. I guess this is woman bashing Rock. I got two, by the way. So I saw this picture. Somebody posted a picture of Future with Ciara and Future with Russell Wilson, right? So then they said, a different man will bring out different results from the same woman. And my first initial thought was, if y'all want to see it.
Future with who?
Right, Future with Ciara, and then Russell Wilson with Ciara. So my first initial thought was, especially because I look to my black women to be strong. My mom was strong. I came from a black woman, right? Why the fuck do you need a man to bring out better results in you?
Whoa.
First of
That's how when I read it.
First
Look,
All right, so real
different men
Let me see.
bring out what was it again?
Different women bring out different results.
Different
From the
men
same
bring
woman.
out different results from the same woman. So clearly Russell's the upgrade, right? So why the fuck do you need a man to bring out different results after? I don't know. And it goes to show, because we was talking about this last episode or the episode before, when we was like, women don't really know what they want until a man kind of shows them. Ciara was fucking with Future. She has a notorious history of fucking with fuckboys. It took a man to show her that she needs to be. I don't want to call him a corn.
Show her worth.
I don't want to call him. Yeah,
Show her her worth.
it took a man to show her. Yeah, that's a
valuable
great.
man.
It took a man to show her worth.
I don't think it took Russ to show her worth. I think we get it. Like, I think a lot of people mix in somebody being an individual versus somebody being in a relationship. Like, I feel like, son, first of all, that's crazy. People do bring out different results in you. Different people that you're around, different mixes bring different concoctions, bro. Apple juice with the Henny is different from grape juice with the Henny. You know what I'm saying? It's just putting two things together. But yeah, I mean, Ciara wasn't never a loser on her own. She just was fucking with different type of niggas. And then she decided to, it didn't just happen. She decided to fuck with Russell Wilson. It wasn't, he was like they been in a relationship for 15 years and then she decided to fuck with him. That came after the fact. So she chose that nigga. She brought that nigga in. It wasn't like the nigga just appeared. But different people bring out different results in everybody. I'm a different nigga around you than I am with, say, a coworker or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Sis Summer, let's get your thoughts on this.
I want to say something about you saying that black women are strong. No, we not, and we don't need to be. Like, I feel like y'all throw that shit around like it's a fucking pancake. Like, y'all toss it, flip it over on one side, use it for that, toss it, use it for something else. Like, black, don't do that. Secondly,
wait. Firstly, you know what? Finish your thoughts.
Secondly, I agree with this brother right here. He said what was on my mind. It's you around different company, you gonna be different. So I feel like, and the thing with our culture, we don't give people room to grow. You feel me? Ciara grew. She grew into the woman she wanted to be. Like, yeah, she was fucking with whomever, Future, the fuck niggas of the culture.
My nigga Bow Wow.
But can you pour me? But yeah, like you, just like you go through shit in your childhood. She done went through some shit. And that's kind of who she probably saw growing up. So, and she made the decision to change. So it's not. I feel like different people do bring out different results in you, but that's just general. Like that's all around. It's not just a woman thing. It's for men too.
It's a people thing.
Now, did she bring out? Well, first, let me address the black women strong.
That first comment.
You said y'all not strong.
No.
Why do you feel that way?
I disagree.
Because we not, and we don't need to be. Like black women are. I seen the strong black woman and what it has done to our men and women dynamic. It's crazy, right?
Explain the dynamic. You gotta be very thorough on this show, because this is a soundbite.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
All right, so I was speaking to one of my male friends, older guy, about 40, 45, something like that. And
black man?
He's a black man. He said that there's this woman at his job. She's an Asian woman. She's Chinese. She takes on so much at work, and she comes to his cubicle crying and like she can't do this, blah blah blah. So I'm listening and to him about her sob story, and I'm like, if it was a black woman, would you like feel as like sympathetic? And he's like, hell no, she gotta fucking toughen up. What, nigga? What? So you telling me that because I'm a black woman that I can't even cry to you, I can't be weak?
Oh,
no.
Now I get what you're saying.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You know that
context.
It's a very and see, the thing is with black men and black women, y'all don't get to be our saviors. Y'all, and that's what men y'all like. Y'all like to super save a hoe. That's where that came from, right? No?
That's a bad.
All right, maybe not. Scratch that. But listen, right?
The record show black women are not hoes to me?
No,
I didn't fuck with you. I'm just fucking with you. I'm
not fucking with you. No, they're not. They not.
Nah, but yeah, like y'all don't get to come to our rescue. I feel like not enough. And when we say, oh, black women aren't protected, y'all could come back and say, well, I do see it a lot where the men be like, oh, but I thought y'all ain't need us, so I thought y'all was strong, or I thought
I like her because at least you understand. You understand both sides.
Yeah, and it's
I want to hear his point
it's
of
a
view.
constant struggle.
I feel like he about to say some shit.
It's crazy. Let me hear you.
This is where Rome good at. He's good at shit like this.
I seen the shows, bro. I know this man, B.
I'm in some level of agreement with you, right?
Okay.
And I can only speak from my personal experience.
Right.
Right? I struggle with dealing with women that need me. And in most of my experiences, I found that to be women of different culture. Okay. Right? Like I was dating this white girl before, and she was like really emotional and super in her feelings because her friends weren't around to celebrate her birthday. And the first time she was like feeling emotional about it, I tried to be compassionate and console her. The second time, it was just like you can't deal with adversity. Like, this would never work because you just don't know how to deal with adversity. So I guess from a black man's perspective, that's how we see it with black women. Because, like I said, when you was talking about your event with COVID, right? Like, it's already, like, fear just being black and living here. Right. So it's just you used to overcoming the adversity. You used to jumping the hurdles. Mm-hmm. And it's a level of expectation that we have just because of the experiences that we go through. Like, yeah, of course you want to be there. Of course you want to be there for your black woman or your girl or your mother or your sister or your niece or whatever the case may be. But you expect them to be tough because the world is tough.
Yeah.
So what? Nobody else has to be tough.
I like my women.
That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true. Men have to be tough.
No, I'm talking about no other like women.
Because we don't see
other ethnicities have to be this tough. Like
That's a fact.
It's to the point where I be seeing some females like and thank God that I went out to Virginia for my like later stages in my adult years, because I don't know who the fuck I would have been had I like stayed out here, because I'm from Vanderveer, and Vanderveer is tough. That's the projects, right? So
Gangsta.
I see a lot of females that come out of Vanderveer and they like niggas. They like talk like niggas, they act like niggas, and it's just like
you're a product of your environment.
It's crazy. I be scared of them. I be like, oh my God.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I think you were saying two different things. I think you was saying two things, but you were saying it at once, so it kind of got put together. But I feel like, all right, black women are definitely strong. But I feel like what you were saying is that people use that as an excuse to say that they tell you just figure it out. You a black woman, you strong. You'll be all right.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, black woman. I'm a black woman.
I think humans.
You're not strong.
The black women that I know.
I'm strong when I need to be. I'm not strong.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's not like a it's not like a
all the time
a strong.
Yeah.
Like I'ma smack this patch on everything. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the tape that do
like the flexi tape?
Yeah,
like the flex tape. Yeah.
Flexi tape.
That's what I was saying.
I
was saying that's exactly that's what I was saying.
Do.
That's what I'm saying. Like you were saying two things at one time. Like because you are strong when you need to be, don't mean that people should just put that shit on you. Like you a black woman, you strong. Like nah, I got the right to be weak when I need to be weak or when I can't be strong. That's 100% fine. But I also think that people that are not of color don't have to worry about the shit that black people have to worry about.
But we shouldn't have to like.
You know what? We preach
so deep.
We preach accountability,
Mad
right?
deep.
So
deep. Y'all don't even know how deep this shit
we
goes.
preach accountability, right? So since we are making a generalized statement, I just want to preface that by saying that there's a lot of quote unquote strong, independent black women, and they push that.
They want to be strong, but but it's like if this is what you tell us day in and day out, right? Like some of my black women friends like, I don't need a nigga for nothing. Like our last guest, which shout out to Ms. Brown. We'll be posting the episode next week. Like she was talking about how she don't need a nigga for nothing. Like, I don't need a nigga for nothing. I just want somebody. So when that's consistently when that's consistently what you're putting out there to the universe, is what you gonna get back. Right. Like I'm a firm believer in that, in karma in that way. Like this is what you put out. You want to be strong. You want to be independent. You want to do it on your own. Well, you gonna meet dudes that's gonna let you be strong, let you be independent, and let you do it on your own.
Facts.
Crazy.
All right, y'all. I want to reel it back into the Russ
to the meme,
because we kind of like we kind of went on that shit
about the Russ, about
the Sierra. I mean, it's not really about Sierra, but different men will bring out different results from the same woman.
I agree. Two things can be true, right?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I agree. Different men can bring out different things in women. I believe women don't allow themselves the space to know what they want. Like to truly know what they want. Like there's so many things aside from just men and who they date, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's so many things that are forced on women that tries to teach them how to be women, right? From imagery to what you should put on your face, what you should put on your lips, how you should wear your hair.
What other people like.
Like,
yeah.
women don't allow themselves the room, or maybe society don't allow women the room to learn what they want to learn. Like, you have to be a very strong, will-minded woman to just really seek what you like. Like, I'm still meeting women that say they don't masturbate. Like, you don't even know your body. How do you know what you want?
No masturbation is crazy to me.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, you don't even know what you like.
Trying to be modest.
But even so, that's the image problem, right?
Maybe. I think you said that.
All right, last point, and then we gotta move on.
All right, you said that women don't give themselves space to know what they want. That
or maybe society.
Nah, he said he.
Or
then
maybe
he came
society
out. Yeah, I
don't
think
give
it's
women the space.
I think it's society.
Do you think that's a cult? Do you think it's certain like a culture of women, or are you talking about women?
I'm talking about American women. I can only speak to women from America.
Okay.
Women that live in America.
I disagree, but we gonna agree to disagree. We can move on.
All right, Rome. Let's get into your. You have a meme, sir?
I like your second one.
Oh, my second one. Oh, you read it, you bitch.
Nah, just a little bit. I just seen a little bit of it.
I only see a peek of that shit.
All right, so the second meme came from none other than Rome here, and he wrote on Twitter. He says, "Telling someone how to express themselves is the weirdest thing about social media."
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And this is probably going to lead into what it's going to lead into. My thoughts on that, right? First off, I 100% agree with you. It's sad that we at the point where when some major news happens, it's actually to the point where you have to stay off social media for like
for a little while,
2-3 days. Let it die down, and then you can have an opinion.
Right. Or just not fucking
because of cancel culture. Like everybody, like, you know what? Like I saw somebody, right? Mind you, we all in this trying to be inspiring media personalities, reporters, whatever. And I saw somebody said, "Oh, let me know who supports this person so I can unfollow you."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's the corniest shit. Like, first off, you need everybody, whether they hating or showing love. Like I was saying earlier, you need everybody to participate in what is you. Like I always say, like, yo, the 1,000 likes, you can have 1,000 likes, but those 1,000 comments of people hating, the people that want to like it is gonna like it, but they're not gonna show love on the bottom. You need the comments to make you go viral. I'm like, the people hating is what actually gets the shit going. Right. So back to the point.
That's sad.
It's sad how like we have to stay off social. People don't want you to have an opinion no more. Yeah, like you not.
Yo, it's been like that for a little while though, bro.
But since the inception of cancel culture, which I feel is only like, when did this shit start? I feel like it's fairly new. 3 to 5 years ago, right? We canceling people, which nobody really got canceled. I got like maybe a handful of people that got canceled.
Nobody.
I think a couple people got canceled.
I think on social media you could make it look like you canceling people, but
right.
Yo, when R. Kelly was going through his shit, the streams went through the roof, boy. It's crazy. So they canceling you on social media, which is not real. Right. So
his tour sales hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
His tour sales hurt.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. Because that's real.
That's
real.
That's imagery. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be. I don't want to be the one that bought a ticket.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Right. Say, yo, this nigga bought a ticket
in my own home, but I don't want to be the one that.
And to those people that was saying this on social media, like, you have to realize we have an obligation as media personalities to have an opinion on everything. Even if it's good or bad, it might be somewhere somebody might be agreeing with you, but is afraid to come out. Because they like, well, I don't want people to hate me. Like what Rome was talking about earlier. Like,
that's so crazy.
People that'll agree with everything somebody says just so they could be liked.
It's weird.
Niggas is weird, bro. And like I said, like if you think about all the major media personalities from Wendy Williams, Charlemagne. Like I saw somebody say
to some degree.
Yo, I saw somebody say, yo, I can't wait for Joe Budden's episode to come out so I can hear what he has to say.
I mean,
Nigga,
I like Joe.
Well,
I like Joe's opinion. I feel that way too.
But a lot of people might have that opinion but won't say that opinion because it's only valid because Joe said it.
Joe said it. I feel you.
Niggas could disagree with you all day, but Joe said it. Oh, I see what he's saying.
Right.
It's not what you're saying. It's not what you're saying. It's who it's coming from.
Yeah, it's who it's coming from. Like niggas can have opinions, but only our celebrities.
And I think that's my reason for liking Joe so much because I feel like, and I do voice my opinion, but I feel like he agrees with me. And then I see people that agree with it. There's dopamine in that, right? Like in people agreeing with your opinion, especially when your opinion is outside the echo chamber.
Yeah, nigga, you be charged up.
Right.
Be charged up.
It's
I
so
appreciate
crazy
that.
y'all speaking about this because this morning I listened to this guy called Ralph Smart on YouTube.
Okay.
I feel like y'all don't know who that is.
Me not know him.
No.
But y'all
check it out, though.
Y'all should
learn
check him
to
out.
Check it out.
He's a psychologist and he speaks from a psychologist's, point of view.
Okay.
On just about everything. And he put out a video called Speak Up Before It's Too Late today. And basically what we're talking about right now is what he was talking about. And he said that he said a couple of things that kind of like went off in my head. There's somebody on this planet that would love the being that you're hiding. And just he was basically talking about like be your fucking self.
Yeah.
Like be yourself.
There's only one
Who are you?
It's hard to be yourself on social media because there's so many people that's ready to come at you if you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing, you want to seem perfect because you're afraid of what he or she gotta say. It's just crazy. And so I agree with your sentiment when you said what was it about something about the cancel culture. And
it's not. It's really. I feel like we come from a different era, right? When we was outside, I feel like I don't want to say our generation because the generation technically is like an 18-year span, but I feel like maybe early 90s and back, before social media was the only way that these people had to voice their opinions, we was outside and we were really whoever we were at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like people were regular people.
Right.
And so social media to me, you could try to break somebody on social media, but the only person you're going to be able to break on social media is the person who built themselves up through social media. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
a lot
true.
of people have a problem with social media because that's where their life is at.
right.
I could like log off of Twitter or Instagram and go outside and hang out with people. I can go to a house party and enjoy myself and have a conversation with some real actual people. So you telling me under my freestyle that the shit was whack, that's cool. Matter of fact, I appreciate you for taking the time out to comment on my shit because I needed that 50th comment. You know what I'm saying? Because you commented, some of your followers are gonna see my freestyle.
You know, I actually did that one time.
What?
There was this guy, I forgot his name. It was a white rapper. And I personally feel like he paid people to troll and he's like, yo, this shit is whack. So the link was in his bio. I checked it out.
Yeah.
Shit was dead fire.
See?
My nigga, I was like,
See?
yo, and then I looked at it and then it brought the link to his YouTube page.
Yeah.
It was like 100,000 views.
Nigga, that's the
Marlon
algorithm,
Craft?
boy.
Wait,
No, it wasn't Marlon Crap. It was another white rapper though.
Okay.
Wait, so you comment somebody else?
Somebody commented. I was going through my shit and then like just regular scrolling. Somebody's like, yo, this shit is trash.
Make you want to be like, yo.
So I'm looking at the nigga. I'm like,
You know what I'm saying?
nah, this nigga can't be that whack.
Yeah.
I clicked the shit. I clicked the link. The link took me to his YouTube page. 100,000.
It was fire.
Shit was dead fire,
fire?
bro. Shit was dead fire.
That's always good.
And I went and downloaded the song on Spotify.
Lit.
I was like, yo.
See, and that's how you win. That's why you can't say, like, I have people on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter who I don't agree with, right? And again, I don't argue with people for no reason. Like, I'm not here to convince nobody or nothing. But those people who bring that that other shit to it, that shit, like, as somebody in the media who's trying to build that, you need that opinion.
Right.
Like, whether you agree with it or not, you need the content, bro. You can't. Nobody has 100,000 followers and 100,000 people that's following them. Fuck with what they say. Nobody.
Look at Candace Owens. I fuck with Candace because she speak her mind, and her going back and forth with Cardi B. That was
Shout out to Cardi.
It was embarrassing. On Cardi's B part, in my opinion.
She can't articulate herself. So it makes she can't articulate herself. So that makes sense.
I think Cardi B could articulate herself, but she just didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. And that makes it harder for you to articulate yourself because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
can you read that tweet to me one more time? Even though it's not mine, I forgot what I said.
Candace,
It is yours, nigga.
I said, even though it's mine, I forgot what I said.
Telling someone how to express themselves is the weirdest thing about social media.
Okay, so that tweet where
we
it
kinda went
derived
off
from,
that.
right?
Yeah, we went off.
Yeah, we did that twice.
That tweet where it derived from, right, was with the whole Tory and Meg situation, right?
Which we'll get into right now, I guess.
And for me, I say that to say people want, especially in this day and age, right? People want artists to be introspective in the things that they talk about and transparent. So how are you upset about this person who you don't know personally? Right? Like, you don't know this person personally expressing themselves through the art that you got to know them by.
Right.
Like, it's the weirdest shit in the world.
That's their tool.
Right?
That's
like, even that, like that in, like, you know, respects to John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, like, she had a stillbirth and they posted the pictures of how they lost the baby or whatever. Like, people on the internet telling them you shouldn't post this.
Why would you run to Instagram and post? That was crazy to me.
It's
that was
what
crazy.
I want to post. Like, it's how I express myself. Yeah. If you don't agree with how I express myself, that's fine. But you telling me how I should do it, it's the stupidest thing in the world. Like, there's no willingness to learn from anybody anymore, right? Like, even we was talking about with social media, like, I follow people that I disagree with on purpose because living in an echo chamber for what? You don't learn anything that way.
Right. You don't grow.
That's a fact.
You don't grow with a bunch of yes men around you.
Like, there's a willingness to learn that I like to have, and I like to surround myself with people. I met him because I didn't agree with nothing he said.
Niggas dead didn't like each other, bro.
It wasn't that I didn't like him. That. Yeah, it was just
clearly he didn't like you.
It was
he wasn't fucking with me.
It was just like at the time in my life, like I was aware enough to know that if this was 3 years ago, I would never hang out with him. Because,
I know how to feel about that.
Like, just the way that we thought our thoughts didn't align. But there's an appreciation for it, and there's balance to it. Balance is important.
Balance is big.
First off, we might as well get into the topic now because we're three. By the time this episode comes out, we're probably gonna be 3-4 weeks removed from the Meg and Tory shit, which is like when I like to talk about
It's
shit.
not really removed because it's still going on.
Well, it's still going on.
Right?
It's still going on. First off, being that I'm this guy anyway, the album is fire. First off, the album is dead fire.
He got some heat on there.
The album is fire. I liked it a lot. But see, and here's where I struggle with this, right? Because just like when this whole shit was happening, I remember a bunch of people, yo, who support him so I can unfollow you, speak up, that doing all this corny shit the first couple days to get right. And I'm like, damn, this man has no reputation of beating black women, hurting black women, disrespecting black women, right? And then a bunch of Chris Brown fans telling me, you can't listen to this nigga, but trips to the crib in the middle of the night. I'm like, what? Like, bro, like, you can't tell me what I can and can't listen to. This man, first off, when guns is involved, and black people, somebody's going to jail. Indeed. This man did not go to jail.
He did.
Well,
for possession.
Yeah, but he's not They didn't charge him or take him for shooting somebody, right?
Yo, you
Well, because
real quick.
There's so many holes in this story,
with
bro.
the story, how the story went, she didn't fess up and say
Right.
that he did it. So of course they wouldn't have took him to jail for that. But
But the thing is, if they get a gun, right, and somebody is shot,
right,
they don't need her to say
Right, they don't.
that, because
right.
remember they was charging Troy
was a bunch
Ave
of
with
people.
the murder of his own friend. When we later found out there was a whole nother story behind it, but because they found the gun on him, he was the one who was getting charged with the murder. So you don't need somebody to be like, this nigga shot me, in order for them to be like, yeah, nigga, you got the gun? That person is shot? You shot the person, and then we'll figure all this other shit out in court. So you don't really need...
But can we get back to my point real quick? First
Facts.
off, let me preface my statements by saying this. If Tory did shoot Megan, he's a bozo, and I can't support that.
Right.
But as of right now, I treat this with everybody, even with Chris, even with R. Kelly. I ain't gonna lie, I was guilty of this too. A man is innocent until proven guilty. I still move by that. I am not a part of the cancel culture. Oh, she said he did it, so he did it.
right.
No, I would like to see what happened. He told his side. And a lot of people saying, yo, he should have just spoke up, should have came on live, right? What I've learned from 2020 this year, if somebody gets on live, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all fucking bad. If you go on live, first off, you got people in the comments trolling you. Then you got the media cutting your shit into clips
Sound bites and
to
shit.
make your shit seem like something you did not say.
salacious.
Right. You know that girl from Shade Room be foaming at the mouth when a nigga go live. She's like,
we got this nigga.
right, like, yo. So, you know, I appreciate him for actually putting the shit on the album. And you know what? I'm going to say another thing. So, I support the fact that he actually made an album and made niggas pay for it. Because you laughed at my pain for the last couple of months, right? The whole time you don't care about my side, whatever. I'm an independent artist. Labels no longer backing me.
Right, he got his masters, right?
Yeah, and he got his masters. I'm an independent artist. Labels not supporting me. The labels hate the fact that I'm an independent artist and I'm one of the hottest niggas out.
Right.
Yo, you laughed at my pain. Yeah, I'm gonna charge you for that shit. You want to know really what I have to say? You want to be messy?
Pay for it.
Something and shit you have nothing to do with? Pay for it.
Well, you didn't
Pay for it.
It was on SoundCloud first, so you didn't have to pay for it.
I thought you still get paid off streams everywhere.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a part of
SoundCloud-
streaming culture,
I don't know
too.
how
Yeah,
to,
I
maybe
think- Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Nah,
Because
you,
SoundCloud does-
SoundCloud will pay you to put your product. Remember that Piff used to be paying niggas for the mixtapes?
Right.
That's so it works like that. It's like you could get they could give you the bag to put your shit on SoundCloud and for it to be only on SoundCloud for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
But they'll give you the bag though.
Yeah, because it was on SoundCloud for
Yeah.
maybe 12 hours first.
Yeah,
Before everything else.
SoundCloud pay for that.
They
They get advertising dollars and all that.
They definitely pay for that.
So,
But however he got his money off,
Yeah,
get your
he
money.
got his-
Get
Yeah.
your money, black man.
yo, if you want to laugh at my pain, you want to be so messy, you want to know about the details of my life,
I'ma get paid for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna get paid for it. Absolutely. Me set my son up. If I do go to jail, boom, all the proceeds go to him and my baby mother and everything like that. My family taken care of, and then I'm going underground or whatever. But yo, you know what I'm saying? If he did shoot her, if he did shoot her, he's a bozo.
If he did
But
shoot her, he's
if
a
he didn't-
bozo.
If he didn't do it, and I preface this a lot because a lot of times people are innocent, and when they are innocent, we just sweep it under the rug.
Like, oh, I
Like, but that person never get their life back.
Yeah.
Like,
Fact.
and
Yeah.
we never have accountability. They're like, yo, I was wrong.
Listen,
We never do
if
that.
he did shoot her, he's a bozo.
Right.
Also, a lot of y'all is Keyshawn from the Pink. A lot of y'all is
Keyshawn from the
Mississippi.
Pink?
Mississippi from the
Yeah,
Pink.
who's that, bro? I don't know.
Oh, you watch P Valley?
Nah, I haven't got to it.
Oh,
yet.
y'all need to
Heard
watch
it's good.
P Valley. A lot of y'all is Mississippi from the Pink.
We hear them.
talk. Who is he?
It's a girl, right? And she's on the show. She's married to a guy, and the guy's abusive. And the bouncer from the strip club was beating him up, about to kill him, and she pulled the gun on the bouncer, told him to get off. So
I seen that before.
Well,
in
that
real
was her
life.
baby father.
That
so
shit happened
how
to
you
me.
gonna
I seen
kill
that
my baby
before in real
father?
life.
You can't kill my baby daddy. That's my baby's
way-
daddy.
That nigga gonna
the
kill
way
you,
he
girl.
was looking at her in the room with homeboy,
He's about to catch a body.
he looked like when she got home, she was about to die.
Listen, he was about to die.
Save that nigga life just to take yours. That's eventually that's. I seen it happen before. You know.
But again, like with the Tory and Meg thing, right? There was a bunch of various different stories that came out before the story of Tory shooting her.
Right.
Mad stories.
Like her friend got on Instagram and defended herself, saying that she didn't shoot her.
Right.
In one of the songs, she had her back turned. She don't know who shot her.
Right.
If you go to the hospital with a bullet wound and they take a bullet out, they're gonna tell the police.
Right.
Right.
So
That
the
didn't
person
happen, right?
charged with possession, it
It's
would
going-
be
yeah.
upgraded to assault with a deadly weapon.
Right.
That didn't happen.
It's just too many holes in the story for me to just believe, okay, this
Right.
is what happened. What she said is what happened.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, and I
felt
want
the
to
same way.
say one more thing. Speaking of what you were speaking on too. You know what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I agree with what you're saying. It's a lot of holes in the story, but like I'm not fully supportive of anybody. Like I'm one of those people. I'm very like strategic in how I dibble and I dabble.
Right.
And so for Tory, I'm not quite, like the biggest fan of you right now. However, I did listen to the one song where he talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to see the vibe.
Right.
I wanted to hear what he was saying. I'm not just gonna not. Because I heard a lot of people like on social media like, yeah, I'm not even listening to it, and I'm just like, well, damn, like I get you.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And
after
do you? Because
Right. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Because
Shit, they my
people
ears.
problem is that they give a fuck too much about what other people is doing.
Exactly.
Fact.
Exactly.
100%.
You care so much about who I support, who I don't support, and you over there like your life is so perfect. Like
Right.
you all razzle dazzle. Like that be my problem with people on social media. Like especially with the presidential race and all of that type of shit. Like, oh, if you support this person, I don't fuck with you, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is. And it's just so stupid because, like, Meg and Tory could be playing us at the same time. You feel me?
That's what I was going to talk
You feel
about.
me?
Yeah.
Like, they both could be playing us and then
That's
y'all
true.
look stupid. It's just... It's so crazy how social media be wanting to force you into this little box. And it always points to like you can't have your own opinion on shit. Or
You
Yeah,
can't.
that's a fact.
You can't.
You can't
You
say
can't.
this. You can't say you can't say this. You can't say that. But I do find it that it's really funny that he got his masters and now he in some shit. Cause that's always how it is.
Mike,
Prince, Bill Cosby.
Bill tried to buy NBC.
Bill
Hov.
tried to buy right. Like
Hove.
What Hov do?
Hove.
Hov got his
Yeah.
masters?
Hove.
He don't got his masters?
Hope
But,
got his masters.
I
Thought
heard
Ye
that
said-
he paid.
The Alphabet Boys was
Yeah,
trying
they
to
was
get
trying
him
to-
on
yeah.
some old shit.
Some old
Joe,
shit.
Joe asking for more
Everybody that
money
get
at
they
Spotify.
masters, and it's just like the sheep be feeding into this shit all the time.
They follow.
Yo, can I say something? You ever watch this show called The Boys?
I haven't started watching it yet.
It's a
but I
show.
heard-
It's a series called The Boys on Amazon Prime, and it's about this superheroes
Yeah, it look like
who's
some
fucked up though,
funny style.
like the opposite of a superhero world, right? There was this scene on 2 episodes ago. I think season 2, episode 7, I believe, when the leader superhero, right? He flew into Iraq and he went to go save a civilian. He kills the bad guy shooting his laser eyes, but kills an innocent bystander behind him, right? He gets back. The whole world is bombing him. Like, yo, how you don't have respect for people's lives, da 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 da. So he has in this world, they have PRs who help them clean shit up.
Manage their social media. and
Right,
shit.
man, all types of shit, right? So they came to him and they was like, yo, you have to focus on like your cult following and shit like that. Not everybody's gonna like it. This is the first time ever he wasn't liked. And she printed up a bunch of memes and shit actually dogging himself. Like, yo, we're gonna do the war on you to bring out the people
That
who
like you.
support you,
Yeah.
to fight for you.
It's fire.
And it made me think like, yo,
I
what if this is really sick enough to be true? And I thought about Meg. I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna say this. So I'll say it. I have no problem saying it. It's just a theory. What if, the whole black women aren't protected thing, right? This is the best case scenario for her right now, as far as if she really did. What if she was waving a gun at Tory, right, or some shit like that? Let's just semantics. I don't know. Hypothetically speaking, she was waving a gun but she has everything. She just lost her mother or whatever. Yo, you aiming a gun, you threaten to kill Tory or the friend or the security guard, whoever. Like,
They
yo,
did say she have like a drinking.
if I was her PR, I would have been like, yo, hey, we're gonna run with the black women aren't protected thing. We're gonna get every black woman to come back support you. They're gonna start bombing him on like you gotta think of this. There's teams of people
That strategize about
crisis
that kind of
management
shit.
people who tell you how to work on shit. But
Shout out to Olivia Pope.
yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Gladiator.
You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully,
Black
but,
woman.
No, just think, y'all. Like there's crisis management people who tell you how to deal with things. What's Ray Donovan?
Shout out to Ray Donovan too.
Ray
Yeah,
Donovan, bro. It's people really like that who get
Yeah.
paid to clean shit up. So
Yeah.
all right.
It does look pretty. It does.
And
You know,
sometimes
as
it
a-
looks convenient.
As a black woman, it's-
But if he did shoot her, he's a bozo. That's it.
I feel like, all right, so boom. I didn't listen to the music, right? And my thing is, I agree. If Son did do it, he's finished, right? But nobody knows everything that happened. Meg said something, Tory said something, people are in the comments going crazy about the shit. For me, everything is on standstill, right? Because
Exactly.
at the end of the day, she's a black woman and he's a black man. And I'm also not here to beat up on a black man getting to the bag, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just feel like for me, I would feel guilty listening to his music and speaking out on something that I wasn't there for. I gotta wait for shit to play out. But I'm not here for somebody. No, you don't have to convince me to listen to the joint. I hear what you're saying and I respect what you're saying.
Now I respect what you're saying right
But
now.
I'm not talking about you because we have these conversations.
Yeah, we
but
have these conversations.
People have, going back to what we was talking about earlier, people have an issue with you not agreeing with them.
Right.
And which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the only thing that I can't fuck with at all is Trump. Now, be that as it may, I definitely didn't want to vote for this nigga Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Because
so where does that leave you as a black person? You know?
I'm definitely voting for Joe Biden, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
Who you vote for?
Are you voting?
Wait, first off,
guess
we don't have to
You don't have to say.
our
You
votes.
don't have to.
I
say.
don't.
We
I know
don't.
I don't.
It's
You've
your
been
right.
alluding to it, so
It's
I
your
thought
right
I'd just
as
ask
American.
you.
No,
You don't have to
I will decide
when you get to the poll.
when I get to where we're going.
A lot of people was gonna fucking disagree with you in this
I don't
comment.
give
And
a
you know what? You look at that camera, suck my dick.
Yeah. And
Respectfully.
if you mad at me for not listening to Tory's album, you can eat a dick. Respectfully though.
Respectfully.
Because
There's no way
that's
to
my
respect
choice. These my ears. Yeah, I think it's more disrespectful.
Yeah, I think
when
it
you
means
be like,
disrespectful.
Yo,
Yeah.
all due respect, suck my dick. I think it's more.
There's no respect.
Because
for
you
it.
know
It's
you about to
beautiful.
disrespect. You know what I'm
It
saying? I think
sounds
it's
good.
more disrespectful,
I
and it
can't
sounds
say it.
great. It's a
It's
But-
not. It doesn't align with my morale. But you can say it, and
right.
I'll back it up. But I was gonna say, I'm sorry.
Now we done with this now.
As a black woman, it's hard to be on the opposite side of what you know what I think the cancel culture come from. Black people not being on one accord, and I think that people get it confused, us not being on one accord, like as far as like our economic status.
Agree.
I think we get it confused with that and having an opinion and like just being a human, like
An individual.
an individual,
Yeah.
right? Because
But We're not all the same.
We feel like as black people, because we've been so what is it? What's the word? That I mean, and yeah. So we feel like we all gotta agree on the same shit. Like, okay,
but we all different.
This.
Yeah,
all right, this is what we gonna go with right here, and everybody gotta go with it, or else. You ain't black.
Yeah, but you know where
you
that
ain't black enough.
You know where that
you
come from, though, right?
Exactly.
That come from the people outside of our culture. We would learn that. Listen, they can't even agree with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
they can't even. They all don't even support Martin Luther King. Some of them over there fuck with Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
so
okay
stupid.
not to agree with people. We are not one type of people. It's 4 people in this room. All 4 of us may have different views on life. That don't mean that we can't go out and have a drink.
But black people are
and we all had a calm
culturally
conversation.
diverse.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
We're from all over the world.
Facts.
Like just at the Aboriginal stage, like we're from everywhere. Not just Africa, not just the motherland. There was black people here in America before white people came and colonized it and killed everybody off. All right. There was white people over in Mexico and Colombia and everywhere. So for us to want to agree on the same shit it's so unrealistic to
insanity.
Me. It is insanity. Like day by day, you fucking go crazy. Like COVID, when COVID first hit,
that COVID shit really fucking with you. I can tell.
Shit, oh my god!
That shit really.
Yeah, I'm like I'm a butterfly. Like I need my wings to.
You need to be out here.
All right, y'all, hold on, because we're running out of time now. So I would like
lighten
to
it up. I want to lighten it up.
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
lighten up the
Please,
mood. Let's lighten up the
please.
I
mood.
want to lighten it up real quick.
Please.
So, man, I might start this. Maybe it'll be like my toxic comment of the week or some shit.
Yeah, I like
Right?
that. They all over the
So
place.
somebody tweeted, "I gotta stress you out first to see if you really like me. Only the strong survive." And to be honest, I felt this, right? Like I felt this. Like I feel like I gotta know that you down for the long haul. Like I really gotta
So there's no
I gotta
other way
test
to
So
you.
what's some of the
water?
tactics that you use, that you personally use?
I don't think
test
that's
them?
it. I don't think.
Yeah, I really
I think
do
for
it, yeah.
every person is
It's different?
it's different for every different individual.
So there's no other way to test the waters. So that we
You my man, I love you. You be putting these chicks through the ringer, bro.
you know what it is?
You be putting them through the ringer.
Okay, you know what my problem is, right? Like, if I like you, I like you until you do something that turn me off.
Some old bullshit.
And then when you turn me off, you have to do something to get back, right? Because if a man do something wrong, right, he have to do something to get back, like
Right.
buy you flowers.
You're not
you
a
know,
woman though.
It don't
but
matter.
that's not
It don't
just
matter.
specific to women. That shouldn't be
need
specific. That's crazy.
You need to reciprocate the energy that you want to give.
Facts.
Women are the gatekeepers of everything.
No,
bro.
no, no.
No,
What?
I think
no, they're not.
Listen,
Negative.
Are you kidding?
They have
Negative.
control. First off,
No, they have control over their body. That's it. That's it. They don't get to decide who's in the relationship.
shout out to
None of that.
Saj Millie, right?
I don't care about none of
she
that.
said something
Yeah,
interesting,
yeah, I'm
right?
jacking that.
Saj Millie said something interesting on her show when I was on her show. She was like, you know, men will say all this
might be
stuff.
right.
Men will say all this stuff and then be like, yo, you have to prove your worth to have a seat at the table. And she said, I am the table.
I am the fucking table.
Exactly. And I agreed with that. The way she broke it down, she agreed with it. I agree with it. She was, she was over here at her table, minding her business. You came to my table to ask for a seat. So I kind of agree with y'all. Like, on that.
Hold up.
Wait.
I agree.
Before you.
Hold
All
up.
right, you said.
I ain't get to finish, but go ahead.
Wait, you.
Well, yeah, I was good, but you probably gonna add on to it.
Okay, so
That's
at first when you said women are the gatekeepers, I'm like, no.
No, we have to talk to y'all.
But
We want to have sex with y'all.
they want to talk to us.
Niggas
they
do
wanna have sex
everything
with
to
us.
get women's attention.
no, you're right.
I think your analogy is wrong. I think you might have to get in the lobby, but this table,
Yeah.
to get a seat at this table, no, you got to be special.
I don't necessarily think you.
When you
trying
go on a job interview, you going for the
That's
to
different.
get a job.
Yeah,
right?
but that's
You're
different.
applying to be in her life.
No,
Right.
I
I'm
agree
trying
with
to
that
get
part.
the interview, right? Once
Nah.
after the interview,
Nigga will start calling out.
after the interview,
Nigga calling out. Fuck y'all niggas.
after the
I'm coming
interview,
late.
I'm the job.
Nah.
Semantics. You have to.
Hold up.
You have to explain this.
I feel like it's less
semantic.
Yeah.
seat at your table and more of a joining of two tables. I'm not coming to you with nothing, right? So I'm not leaving my table to sit at your table. I'm here to see if you would like to join tables. So we got a longer table. I'm bringing my shit and you bring your shit. You're not the only one with a table. You're not the only one I'm a table too, motherfucker.
See, ladies, y'all say I'm sexist a lot. I agree with them. I think women are the table.
Yo,
I like what he's saying.
yeah,
but
bro.
I disagree.
I'm not.
Respectfully.
That's cool.
It's all good.
Right?
That's all good.
Respectfully, I just believe like 90% of women, they not about to go get no ring and propose or do none of that.
I don't. Yeah, that the ring thing
That's
is.
But that's
the
not a-
it. That's 90% of women. That's their end goal,
Okay.
right?
Women are the gatekeepers
Women-
of initially fucking with them,
Right. So,
but
that's,
we're the gatekeepers of marriage. I think we can say
but
that.
that's what they date for.
That's deep. But we only the gatekeepers of marriage because, as to my knowledge, most of the guys that I know are not the ones pushing to get married. It's a lot of women that be like, I want this relationship, I want to do this, and then eventually I want to get married and have a family. My thing is, marriage wasn't a thing for me until somebody else wanted to be married. Like, it wasn't. So you're gonna be the gatekeeper of what you want. Of what you want brought to you, that's what you're the gatekeeper of. But I feel like as it pertains to, because people, if I'm just looking for somebody to be around, somebody I could trust, somebody that we could really go through some shit. I can lean on you, you can lean on me, I can lead, you can lead, and we could do it like that. Now, am I willing to fucking marry you? Absolutely, if I'm getting what I want. And are you willing to give me what I want? Absolutely, if I'm willing to do what you requiring of me. But I feel like it's 50-50, 100%. Also, in my experience, you in control of what you go through. My last couple of relationships, I was pursued, right? So I didn't have to run down on these women and be like, yo, can I talk to you? They wanted to talk to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I feel you can't say that they the gatekeepers because most of the shit that we want are very similar. Everybody wants somebody to bring something to the table.
Wait,
Nobody
but
don't
did
want
you-
no.
You just gave
But
me an
did
idea
you-
for the pole position.
But
next
did
month.
but did you have to court them?
Yeah, we had to court each other. Shitting me?
So they pursued you, but you still paid for the dates?
No, we both paid for dates. Now,
No,
I was-
initially.
I
you know
paid-
how it goes in the beginning.
I definitely paid for the first date. However, she offered to pay. That's a fact.
Right.
Shout out to her.
And that's,
Yeah.
and
Shout
that's
out
the
to
one.
fact.
That's the one you want to keep
L-O
around.
That's a
fucking
fact.
L.
That's the one you want
Do
to
you?
keep around.
Do you?
I don't think everything
Do
is
I
one
what?
way.
Do you pay for dates?
No.
I thought so.
You don't never pay for
Respectfully.
dates.
I mean, if
Do
we
you-
go out on a date and you pay the bill, I'll be like,
You put the tip.
maybe the tip. I pay for the parking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pay
She
for
said maybe. That's big
maybe I
emphasis.
pay for some drinks.
I bought the movie
Yeah,
ticket. You
okay.
get the
maybe,
popcorn
maybe
type shit.
something like that. But
But
that's
you don't
just
pay for the dates though.
that's just
ever.
me just because that's how I roll.
So you
But-
tell your man like or a guy you dating, I want to go out, but you'll make him pay for it. You want to go out.
yeah, you're gonna pay.
I respect your honesty.
Yeah,
I respect your
yeah.
honesty
I mean,
because people believe there's not women like this.
but there's balance.
People believe this shit, right?
There's balance.
This nigga
Like
it's balance, exactly.
there's. I feel like
This nigga is retarded.
maybe if maybe I buy some food
She's saying maybe a lot.
during the week or some shit like that. It's like have a date inside. And I mean, I feel like nothing is 50-50. Like this 50-50 shit that y'all be talking on Instagram, it's
Yeah,
literally,
let's get to it.
It's not That's not what y'all here for.
That's
What are we here for then?
Who's y'all?
Oh shit.
No.
Who's
Wait,
y'all?
wait,
What
wait.
have they
So-
done?
Hold on.
What are we here for?
Men have created. You guys have started this whole thing of the protectors and the providers. Correct?
We started it?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Did somebody put a gun to a men's head and say, you got to be the protector and the provider, and this is your role? No, by nature, naturally, that's your roles, the protectors and the providers.
What book you read? I told you.
My father.
That's a book. What book he read?
He sure is a book. You can learn
She
from
said
it.
he
You
a book like a
You can
motherfucker.
take a couple
Shout
of
out to
pages
Dad.
out of his book. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that.
My father is 85 years old, and he teach me something new every day. But men have created this role, so it really amuses me that guys want to be treated like.
Can I say something real quick?
Treated like, hold on. Some men want to be treated like the prize, right? And I get having self-value,
but niggas ain't the prize.
No, let him finish.
but men are not the prize.
Damn, Thomas speeding up real fast.
Shit.
Go ahead.
Men are not the prize. I
agree with that.
I get wanting to be valued. That's different.
I think that's it. That's all.
But men, there's some men out here. Y'all think y'all the prize, and y'all not. I'm sorry to break it to you, just like that. But you're not. That's it. And and see, the thing is, right? I know it's so hard to hear.
It's not that hard to hear. No, it's cool.
All right. So
niggas ready to attack you. I'm just
negative.
Salivate.
at the mouth.
Go ahead. Let roll ready to jump in. Go ahead.
It's a good conversation.
I just in every other culture of
You about to get in that ass
of marriage, of values, of family, of everything. When you say women are the gatekeepers, that's why I was kind of like, hell no. But it could be a part of life where we are, because we have we the crack to the crackheads, right? We got pussy. Y'all want pussy. If all women went on strike and said they not giving no pussy out, I feel like y'all niggas would be in some shit. Right or wrong?
Rome, jump in. Just jump in.
Yes, we will be in some shit.
All right.
I totally agree with that.
All right. So in that
but
regard,
it'll never happen. Like,
in that
talk
regard,
about it.
Like, it'll never happen. Like, women.
It could.
Hold on, but let's not act like women wouldn't feel some type of way if all men went on strike.
But there's more women willing to not have sex and be abstinent than there are men. And I feel like,
yes, because y'all outpopulate us, right? It's like 3-1.
No,
so
not
yes.
no.
Shout out
In
to that.
America,
No,
not all around. No,
world.
it's not. Google it. I already had this argument with somebody before, so go ahead, Google it if you want to. But y'all don't we don't outpopulate each other. That's just something that they say so that you know, in America, the black woman could feel like she doesn't have any options.
I'm talking about women, period, not just black women.
No, but I
love
feel
black
like
women.
I feel like that's something that that's said just so that people be like, oh, I don't really have any options.
I want to address you talking about your father being 85, right?
Okay.
My mother is 70. Right?
Okay.
She'll be 71 on the
Different
23rd.
time.
She need a boyfriend? No, I'm playing.
She do, but she like younger dudes. So
I thought you were about to say, I'm not having it.
So one, right? Mm-hmm. I seen a tweet, and I don't remember who it was. I believe it was Ice-T. Said, tradition is peer pressure from your ancestors. These are nowhere near the times that your father and my mother grew up in. Mm-hmm. My mother had to sneak and get a job.
Speak.
In the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but even if it's not even about it being the times,
It is.
It's about
it is though.
It's about the nature of our existence.
The nature of our existence.
The nature of men and women existence. We've been on this earth recycling energies for years.
Yeah, but it's always the argument of nature versus nurture, right? Like, we are no longer in those times of pure nature where men were the only ones that could work and provide. So, to ask a man to be the sole provider in this day and age where you have the ability to do so, and there's, I'm not going to say more opportunities. I'm going to say there's easier opportunities for women to acquire and gain.
To get the bag.
It's just like, it's selfish. It's selfish. And if you choose to live that way, by all means, you can. And there's some men that still believe in those traditional beliefs.
And that's cool.
However,
too.
You can't knock a man or tell a man that he's less than a man because of what was going on in the 50s.
Right.
Like, they also had a family down the block that you didn't even know.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Like, let's not pretend. Like, and I always talk about my mother glorifying the fact that she was married at such a young age. Like, you know, a lot of, especially black people, we were taught to turn bad things into terms of endearment, right? Like, you being forced to get married at 18, like you talked about other cultures and arranged marriages where, like, it's really just because we need this land and we need this property.
Business deals.
This is my prettiest daughter, so I'm giving her to you. Like, you want that?
All right, so listen, this is where I think, back to gatekeepers, right? Black men, specifically, men, period, are the gatekeepers of economic
Empowerment.
economic structure, right?
Okay.
I'll give you that.
So when
White man.
when we talk about these things, no, they're not. No, they're not.
Black men
They
are
are
gatekeepers.
not-
We are damn sure not the gatekeepers.
Black men are definitely not the gatekeepers.
Of our economic.
If you want to get deeper,
If you want to
in
be
the dark
accountable, right? Right?
ages- okay.
All right.
Yo, I didn't even get to the question.
So
Claim.
can
gotta
we really
do,
talk about accountability real quick? Because
Can we?
Let's do it.
If we talking about accountability and economic structure, black men are definitely the gatekeepers. Like,
I have to bring you back for this. We can't continue
right.
this because we.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, we got it.
blame
It's all
a
right.
claim on real quick, bro, because I gotta know now.
Okay, yeah, on every show, especially
be
when we
continued.
have women, we usually ask this question. In your last relationship, how are you in a relationship now?
No.
Okay, in your last relationship, how did you? Oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank.
How did you contribute to the downfall of your
Right.
last relationship?
Oh, I seen this on another show.
We gonna get to you too.
Crazy.
I would say maybe not upholding not letting my trauma get in the way of different shit, like communicating, trying to be strong all the time, shit like that. Like,
How long were you in that relationship for?
like 2 years.
What trauma did you have?
Do you want to share the trauma?
Do you
or
want to share?
you know?
Sure. I got my father in my life now, but definitely like daddy issues, abandonment.
We get somewhere.
Okay.
This is why we gotta start the show with this shit. Because
Yeah.
there you get the.
Yeah.
You think about that. Let's go on to the Kev real
Yeah.
quick.
Talk to me.
How did you contribute to the downfall of your last relationship? We all about accountability on the show, bro.
Lord God. First of all, I was on and off with my last girl for 5 years.
Okay.
On and off from like 2015, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of that shit, that relationship was growing for me. So I there were issues that I had that I didn't know I had until I'm in a relationship with somebody who's trying to give me all of this type of love that I had never received before. So my communication was shit. I was like, when we first started, I was under the impression that problems will just go away eventually. You don't have to deal with them. Like, just, oh, that shit happening, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And then you come back and that issue is still there. Okay. And so because of that, you know, the relationship kind of, it went left early. And then because we loved each other so much, we ignored a lot of red flags that we had for each other. And so we kept getting back together and kept breaking up. Like, it was always something, and it normally dragged from the beginning of the relationship. It wasn't.
What did you do though?
So, my communication, one, I cheated on her in the beginning of the relationship, but I was wrong for cheating on her, and it was really because of it was one of those situations, like, I felt like we were about to break up. Yeah. And so I just started doing some bullshit, and then we didn't break up. And then I was like, damn, I can't have this on my conscience. And then she seen some shit, and I'm like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna cop out. And then, yeah, so that fucked us up from the jump. Okay. And so that kind of dragged on, plus the communication on my side, both sides, but I'm taking accountability for mine. Yeah. And then at the end, I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, by that time, we were so, like, I'm trying to do everything that she asked me to do, and I felt like I had learned so much, but she was so fucked up from the shit, from it dragging out for 5 years, that I'm trying to communicate like, yo, if you need more space, let me know. And I knew she needed more space, but I let my heart like cloud my judgment. I'm like, fuck it, we gonna figure it out. Like we gonna figure this shit out, and we couldn't figure it out. And so, yeah, that's.
Now, you're a heavy advocate of going to therapy. You
absolutely,
go to therapy.
Absolutely.
You learn a lot of this through therapy?
Some of it I learned through therapy. Most of it I learned through just dealing with her, like trying to understand where I went wrong at. Okay. And so you start to look at the mistakes you made, analyze it, and then come back to the table with, this is what I saw that I did wrong. I got to move differently. So most of it came from actual experience. Okay. Therapy is just more getting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Not trying to take a shot, but I just want to show you accountability.
I go to therapy.
Not about therapy.
No, I have, but not in this relationship we talking about.
Did you ever do anything you felt like you needed to hide?
No.
You had to think about it?
Yeah, no.
Never did no funny shit, right?
No.
She don't like to share. She don't like to.
I do.
We gotta dig deep.
I'm a private person, but I'm sharing.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But what you mean? That's what accountability look like. I
think women struggle with accountability.
She took accountability.
I definitely took accountability. I'm very big on accountability, actually.
Okay.
I'm very big. I won't fuck with you if you don't have you're not able to take accountability for your shit. Cause my mom is Caribbean. She don't take accountability for shit. Yeah. And I don't like that shit. So I make sure that I don't do that to other people, cause it's you feel violated. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know what you did. Like, I'm telling you, this is what you did, and I need you to make this right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't play that. But
I apologize, Queen.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, but a question about Caribbean households, because we spoke to a previous guest about this. She said the same thing. Her mom doesn't take accountability. Your father lets her get away with this?
Well, my dad and my mom are not together, so. And me and my dad talk about it a lot too, and it's so funny because I don't think that that's like something that he thought that I would be interested in, but I talk about, like, I want to know about their relationship a lot. Like, what happened?
You can learn a lot from it too.
I do. Yeah. I learn a lot all the time. And I asked him, what you think you did, or what you think she did, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Or why you think she is the way she is now, and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And I try to get his perspective on stuff, because I know I love my mother to death. I want to try to find a way to say this without, but I see why they not together. Yeah. Basically,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
it's
So,
a lot of growth in this
I try to take that and look at it and be like, I cannot.
Yeah. Nobody's ever 100% right.
Right, yeah. Right, and so, I take what I take from my dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't take everything and run with it, but I do listen to what he's saying, kind of like I watch, I observe, and I be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is the first thing you look for in a guy when you dating him is for him to be a protector and provider?
No. I want to see what you could do for yourself first. Like, if you could do for yourself, then maybe I could come into the situation. But
show me love. Felt that.
Yeah.
Okay, is being a protector the most important to you?
Being both is important to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up here. Thank y'all both for coming to the show. This is a very insightful conversation that we had. And you know, I appreciate y'all for actually coming and we can sit here and we have a conversation. And we all actually respect and honor what the other person has to say.
100%.
And this is a safe space for people to do that. I like to look at every episode that we do as a therapy session more so than a podcast.
Yeah.
But anything y'all want to promote before we head out?
Shop True Brand. I wish I had something on so I could shake for y'all.
Shop True Brand. What is it? What kind of apparel?
I sell African print, but like American styled clothing.
Okay.
So it's like a cultural intertwinement. Trying to
what kind of pieces?
Put
like
a
bikinis,
face.
you got shirts, sweaters.
All right, so
pants.
I'm trying to put a face to the brand of African American.
Okay.
If you as a woman, if you really like consider yourself African and American, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? So that's me. Kind of pieces I sell is like bodysuits. Right now I got 2 skirts that I'm selling. It's like mini tennis skirts. I play tennis, so that's where the inspiration kind of came from. Yeah, so that's what I do. So Shop True Brand on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, sis.summer. I'm very fashionable. That's what I do. I'm a fashion head. I'm an influencer just by nature. Like people see me do
Big
something and then they do
Vibey.
Big tough.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Vibey.
I gotta be humbly arrogant.
Thank
right
you.
now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We dragging it.
That's only right.
So, yeah, that's me. That's my thing. I'm fashionable. I'm like he said. Like the last time you saw me, you said I had a different look.
Yeah. I was
don't
you very
even
eclectic
remember.
when I see you every time.
I don't even remember what I had on, but
eclectic.
I just like to do different shit because
you kill.
Yeah, do right and kill everything.
I like that. Like I like to just be like all facets of me.
Yeah,
not
she was
just
definitely like heavy on the Erykah Badu vibes. And I love women that rock their natural hair. You know, I'm a natural.
I do rock my natural
She's not.
hair.
I was like, oh, so when she popped
Come
up
on.
today, with the hair down, the leather jacket, like the
hair
50 bag.
stripping.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm fly though.
Absolutely, you took
I'm
me by
a
surprise.
fly, natual, eclectic,
she switch up for
unique,
real.
switcher upper.
Right.
Switch her up, bro.
What you got going on, bro?
King Strong again on Instagram. That's 2 eyes and King. I need y'all to go to Instagram after y'all follow me and put in the hashtag and Strong We Trust. You see all my freestyles. I'm nice.
You are nice. I checked you out.
Oh, you peep?
I did. I liked some of your videos too. I did.
I felt that. I appreciate you.
I didn't know what type of person you was gonna be, so I ain't comment yet.
I'm a nice guy. I'm also a vibe.
That's a fact.
Money hungry since birth. This is my man, shit, Sugar Hill. He got t-shirts, hats, sweaters, all of that. Last night we did the video shoot for my man Rel Cox.
Shout out to Rel
Check
Cox.
him out. Rel Cox on Instagram. Yeah, we heavy, man. We heavy. We came up from dirt together.
Absolutely.
Me, Roc, Fat Boy, HSU, SMB. We all came up together. So we really just trying to
put
have
on for the
familiar
hill.
faces at the top. And that's what it's gonna be, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Always Jack and Sugar Hill. For those who
Big
don't,
fact.
Sugar Hill is where we from. Section
Sugar
of
Hill, what
Harlem
up?
that we from. Just
We
trying
got
to,
Sugar Hill in Harlem?
yeah.
Sugar
got
Hill
Sugar Hill in
is
Brooklyn.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's Sugar Hill. That's ours.
Sugar Hill gang.
Oh, okay.
That's ours.
We always try to put on.
Since we all give a shout out to me, shout out to my man Do. Everything for the love. You know what I mean? Started his clothing brand, doing some great things. I know the breast cancer walk is coming up. He usually print out the all pink hats with the
Fire.
love. You know what I mean? Go out to the walk, give out some apparel and stuff like that. So shout out to Do.
And since we're giving shout outs, I want to give a shout out to Humbly Arrogant because we now have merch.
Big
We have
facts.
That
merch.
merch.
We have hoodies. We have sweatshirts. We have t-shirts. And I just want to let you know every dollar does not go to our pockets. Every dollar that we get from the merch goes directly back into the podcast so we can give you great
That's fire.
videos.
I just copped out the other day too.
Yo, shout out to
for
you,
my
bro.
birthday. I'm gonna throw that
That's
on
what
the
I'm
gram.
saying,
For
yo. And
100 likes.
I'm
You know how
trying
we
to
do.
normalize like rocking my friend shit more
Yo,
than everybody.
absolutely.
I don't even
Bro.
rock like name brands no more.
Yeah,
like
bro.
if my friends make clothes, I wear it because we make the clothes. We are the fucking culture.
We are
so
the culture.
stop giving power to these European brands.
That's why I said that
Facts.
y'all the gatekeepers. Because
Right.
we
we
Black
are the
people-
culture.
We are
bro.
the
People are
culture.
the culture.
We are the culture. So
business. Get the business ethic.
you can follow me on Instagram. First off, follow the show, Humbly Arrogant Show. It's gonna be on the bottom of the video. You can follow me on Instagram, Roc B Wildin, ROC, the letter B Wildin, WILIN. Remember, I may be the villain in your story, but I'm the hero in mine.
Bang.
Oh.
Bang.
Oh.
Oh, you can
Nasty.
follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Rebel RHOME.
Let me follow this nigga right now, B.
Follow me on Twitter. I tweet a lot more than
like
I
this
be on the
guy.
gram.
He's a great tweeter, by the way.
I
Very
just like
prolific
words
tweets.
because I used to write raps. So yeah,
Gangster.
follow us, follow the show, follow us on YouTube.
Yes,
Subscribe,
please
hit
subscribe.
the like.
Hit the
Subscribe,
subscribe button
please.
below.
Please subscribe
Hit
to
the
this
subscribe.
YouTube. Please.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yes,
below.
we begging for love. out
Please.
here. Yes, we begging for love. That's what we
And
do.
they shouldn't have to beg either. Just to, you know what I'm saying? But go subscribe, man. Support
Yes, sir.
that, man.
You
Right.
gotta do a look thing.
Right.
And look,
Yo, since y'all
Yo,
here right now,
put your shit in.
subscribe to the YouTube page. That's what we doing, everybody. Yo.
bro,
Since
come
you're
on.
here,
You know I'm
subscribe to
you know I'm subscribing.
yeah.
Come
You
on,
watch
baby.
it on TV.
Yo,
Shout out
on
to
my TV.
King.
Shitting me?
Yeah.
That's a
Respect it.
54 pause.
Humbly Arrogant. We out.
All right.